T. Gray and MK, you are now cleared for flight school takeoff.
4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
All righty.
Alrighty, here we go.
Oh, it's that time.
Yes,
Okay.
it is.
You gotta filibuster.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
So,
60 seconds.
yeah. So we are going to do a worldwide good party on December 2nd, and we are going to teach you today on how to do a good party. And this is part two. Part two, we're going to dive deep into follow up and follow through. And we're going to work with you in setting up your good party.
43 seconds to go.
All right. All right. Congratulations to everyone who is participating. We've got 72.
No, 84.
84. 84 good parties.
Hold on. We got to
84.
give these folks some recognition. Hold on. I have it open on my thing on my computer here. Look at this. We got to show this, Mark. I didn't think you were going to get here so fast. You're streaming along over here. All right. Where's the thing at? Okay. You hear the coffee's ready? Beep, beep, beep. Okay. Look at this. Mark. Look at this. You see this?
Yes, I see it.
Man, so we're gonna give you guys some pub. Look at this. So we have 84, and I think we have now 15 or 16 different countries represented.
Right.
And we have 11 diamonds that are hosting.
Awesome.
So this is fantastic. So we've got Antigua, Barbuda, Bermuda, Bulgaria, with our diamonds. Look, we got 2 diamonds hosting in Bulgaria. Vasil and Marianne. Canada, we got Diamond Flory Fernandez, right? Look at that. Emerald Umaima Selmi. Cayman Islands, Costa Rica. Look at that. Look at that. Denmark. Way to go, Denmark team. Emerald Nagina in Denmark. Look at that. Nice job, people. Guernsey, which is not part of the UK, but is part of the British Isles. Yes, I Googled it. Kenya. And now look at Kenya. This is a customer.
Wow.
Somebody let their customer on flight school the week we were doing this, and the customer said, I want to host a good party. Whose customer is this? Who does Angela Naitami belong to? Y'all need to help Angela get in the business. She wants to be in the business. Somebody help Angela. And by the way, if you're not hosting a good party on December 2nd, this customer is putting you to shame.
Yes. So Andrew, yes, you are in Florida. You are in Flory's party. You could have registered separately.
No. Don't register separately, please. Because then it makes us think we have more than we do.
Okay.
We think we have 84. So yeah.
I meant in rank up.
Oh, yeah.
In rank up, you can register separately. Yeah.
Mexico. We got one in Mexico here. Only one in Mexico? Only one in Mexico? Okay. And then we have New Zealand.
Where is Sandy Harris?
I don't know. Because Australia should be right up here at the top. And we got 0 in Australia.
Dude, Sandy Harris is in New Zealand, though.
He's in New Zealand, yeah. So I imagine these are in his group, but these are in New Zealand.
Okay.
And
Donnie Pitts.
Look at that. Donnie Pitts. Emerald hosting a good party in the Philippines.
Nice.
Now here's my hero. This is my hero right here. Singapore.
Yes.
Ashley Massey. Ashley's my hero. You know why Ashley's my hero? Because guess what time we're doing this worldwide good party at 2 p.m. Central on Saturday. Guess what time that is in Singapore? 4 a.m. 4 a.m. Guess what? That doesn't work for a good party, right? She can't have people over 4 a.m. I mean, I guess you could, but it would be really hard, right? So I'm like, Ashley, what are you going to do then? She says, well, I'm still going to have good party. I'm just going to do it at a different time of the day and play the recording. Yes. That's why Ashley's my hero. She didn't say, oh, you know what? It doesn't work, so I'm opting out. No, she said, no. She said, how can I participate? What can I do to be part of the worldwide good party? So if you are in a time zone where 2 p.m. Central is the middle of the night and that doesn't work, that is not a reason to opt out. That is a reason to get creative, because the most resourceful people in this world are the people who make the money. So what time can you do it? Be part of the movement. We're doing good parties on December 2nd. Set up your own good party. You got all these great recordings. You got Holton's recording. You got my recording. Use that and we can rock and roll, right? That's right, Atanas. He says a lot of us are thinking inside the box. Get out the box. Get out the box. Ava, Spain. That's what I'm talking about.
Wow. So Alicante, yes, I've been there. That's a fantastic city.
Oh, Alicante. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Then here we go. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in the United Kingdom so far. That is wonderful. Wonderful. Great job, you guys. And then there's the US. And we got a bunch of them. I'm trying to scroll properly in the US, all over, coast to coast, everywhere in between. Here's what I found interesting, though. Let me go to Texas. Okay. Only one in Houston. Only one in H-Town. None in Dallas. Dallas, where you at? Should we start calling names, Mark? Should we start calling names? G-Money. We'll start with G-Money. G-Money, where you at? Edson, where you at? Why don't y'all team up? Who else is in Dallas? We got some other folks in Dallas. Right? San Antonio, Austin, where y'all at? Texas is a country. We should have put it all by itself. It's a whole nother country. I see. What else is blatantly missing?
Yeah, we've got a lot in Hawaii.
We got 3 in Hawaii. That's good.
We've got
3 in Florida.
Wait. Tierra Edwards.
Diamond.
What? Why?
He's doing one in California.
Why is he in California?
I think he's got family in California.
Oh, okay. All right.
I think he's got family in California. Yeah. Okay, hold on a second. So if you registered and you didn't see your name, you didn't complete the registration process. We had a couple of people like that. So we need them to, if you registered and you didn't see your name, no problem. Go back and redo it. Redo it. Okay.
All right. So we got a good question. Is anybody translating in Spanish?
Here's how we answer those questions. Is anybody translating in Spanish? Right? So here's the deal. If you need Spanish translation, we need somebody to step up and say, hey, we need to translate this in Spanish. I'm willing to do it. And let's make it happen. Right? So
cool.
This is a partnership. What we're gonna do is we need to work together as a team, and you guys need to help us make things happen. Look at this. Ava is doing it in Spain. Check this out. You guys check this out. She says, oh, Ava, love you, girl. She said, I'm going to do this on a massive screen as her friend is allowing her to do it at his restaurant.
Wow.
Boom. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. All right, cool. Okie dokie. So now I'm gonna go grab that coffee, Mark, and we can go ahead and get into our training for today.
All right.
But can you believe that? 84 at this moment, we're looking at 84 locations for this presentation at the same time. 84. That means we're going to do the presentation. There's going to be 84 locations. Everybody, on the same page. It's going to be a massive day. We want to make this a massive day of recruiting and customer acquisition. So, congratulations to each and every one of you. Congratulations to you, Diamonds. Rita says, make it 85. I just registered. Go, Rita. That's what I'm talking about. Yes. Okay. So let's go to the next slide.
Okay.
So here's the deal, though. Let's get out the box. It's a Zoom. So there are two ways to participate. You can host a party. And then there's going to be some folks not ready to host a party yet. No problem. Invite your guest onto the Zoom directly. Okay. So we can do that as well. You can have people directly on. And of course, go in your rank up, find the event, use the link. Okay. Find the event, use the link. Make that 86. Sylvie Legault is in the house. All right. Now, here's the deal. This is going to be on Saturday. One of the things that we've learned is that when you invite too far in advance, you don't get the show up ratio that you want. Right? Because it's hard to have that sense of urgency when you're inviting to something that's a long time away. So the best time to start inviting is Wednesday. Wednesday is the best time to start inviting. It's just a few days away. And then now you can start to lock people in firmly and get solid yeses and nos. Okay? All right. Is this an X chair? No, it's an X chair knockoff from Amazon. Blue Diamond Jackie Pippins. I got to give her props. This whole worldwide good party is her idea. When I said I was going to do the presentation 2 on Tuesday that day, one in the afternoon, one in the evening, she said, what would also be a good idea? And everybody do a home party at the same time, and you do the presentation. I said, Jackie, that might be a good idea. How do you feel, Jackie? Look at your baby. 84 locations around the world right now. And she says, can we get to 100 today? Can we get to 100 today? Now, here's the thing. We want to make sure that this goes off well. So what you're going to see right now is a lesson in intention. Everybody put intention in the chat. Intention. Everybody put the word intention in the chat. Intention. Let's see that. Meanwhile, while you guys do that, I'm going to look for something I want to show you. Are they doing it on Facebook?
Yes.
All right. Intention. Put that in the chat. Now, here's the deal. Let me show you something. Did work. Okay. Let me show you something. I'm going to show you something. You guys ready? Okay. Does anybody know who this guy is? Are you seeing my
Yep. Or
Sorry.
see your desktop.
My whole desktop. I'm supposed to be seeing. There we go. Does anybody know who this guy is? Does anybody know who this guy is? No, it's not Tiny Tim. Oh my God. Yeah. Pee Wee Herman, right? God bless him. He's no longer with us. Paul Rubens is no longer with us. But Pee Wee Herman, Pee Wee Herman. Pee Wee Herman, what was his famous saying? He was a goofball. Yeah, that's true. That's definitely one of them. I know you are, but what am I? But he had another one. He would have all sorts. He was clumsy, and he would fall. That's it, Jackie. That's it right there in the chat. Jackie, he was clumsy, and he would be falling, tripping, and every time he had one of those little mishaps, he would say what? No, that's Urkel, Carolyn. There you go. Jackie's got it. Jackie O has it. Dr. Latrice has it. Diana Hardy has it. He would say, I meant to do that. Right? Remember that? You say, I meant to do that. So here's the thing. When you have an event, whether you succeed or fail, it's going to be because you meant to do that. Because if you fail to plan, then you plan to fail. So when you fail, you meant to do that. When you succeed, you mean to do that. So here's the deal. We're planning this worldwide good party. We're going to make sure we succeed. And so whenever you are doing, it doesn't have to be a worldwide good party. It can just be a launch party for one person. You want to make sure that you take the time to intend and plan to succeed. Can you post the link to register for the good party? Yes. What's that link again? Is it worldwidegoodparty.com? Something like that? Mark is putting it in chat. So let's plan to succeed. Last week, we trained you on how to do a good party. The first thing I want to encourage everybody to do is to go back and re-watch that training, okay? Re-watch that training, how to do a good party. Somebody put that link in Facebook too, please. All right? Then the next thing is we want to make sure that this thing is set up properly, right? So to make sure it's set up properly, you re-watch the training, okay? You want to encourage your guests to get there by 1:45 p.m., 15 minutes early. With 84 different locations, soon to be 100, right? Blue Diamond Jackie, soon to be 100 locations, plus people on the line. We have to start on time. We got to start at 2 p.m. Central, okay? So you need to make sure you have your guests in the house or at location by 1:45. 1:45. Does that make sense? So don't tell your guests 2 o'clock. You know how people are. Get them there early, okay? Now, one of the things we talked about last week was we talked about the music. We're going to put together a playlist, and we're going to shoot it out to everybody who has registered a good party. Okay? So we're going to make life easy for you. We're going to give you a playlist that you can use, and it'll just be on YouTube or something like that, and you can play that. All right? All right, cool. So we're going to give you a playlist so the music is not a guess. Then at 1 p.m., an hour in advance, that's when you want to test your setup. When is a terrible time to be testing your setup to see if your technology works? When is the worst time to check? Yeah, exactly. 2 p.m. Central Time is the worst time to be trying to find out if it works. So you want to test at 1. Now, by the way, let's take a minute here to tell you what you need. Big TV. Everybody got a big TV nowadays. Everybody has a big TV. Okay. You need the ability for your computer to display on the big TV. All right. Danielle D. Lovely says, I bought a new TV on Black Friday just for this. Right. As soon as it gets there on Wednesday, she's testing it. Right. So you need the ability to make sure that your computer can display on your big TV. I'm going to recommend an HDMI connection over a Bluetooth connection, just because. All right. If you got to go Bluetooth, if you got to go wireless, no problem. But HDMI might be the best move. You may need to buy an adapter for your computer. If your computer doesn't have that, you want to get it early and test that days before. Okay. Get what you need. We're gonna do this again, so you don't worry. You're gonna end up using it again. Okay. These diamonds are gonna be doing this. I already know PDDG is gonna be doing a system-wide good party for his team. I know Black Diamond Desi is gonna be doing this, right? I know Blue Diamond Jackie Pippins is gonna be doing this, Jackie and Jayla. So if you have to get a few items to make it work, don't worry, you'll get a chance to use them again. All right. You want to make sure your internet is working. Okay. And your ability to get on a Zoom. Make sure you know how to go full screen, all that kind of good stuff. All right. So test your setup. All right. You're going to want to be displaying. Now we're going to start a countdown on the Zoom at 1:30. We're going to start a countdown on the Zoom at 1:30. Okay. And so here's what's going to be cool. If you have that displayed on your big screen with the 30-minute countdown going down and the music playing from another source, right? Because you're probably not going to be able to do both on the same device. So you want to make sure you get this figured out a few days in advance. Okay. And let's work it out. All right. At 1:55, is going to be time for you to welcome and settle your guest. What does that look like? What does that sound like? It looks like this. Okay, everybody, it's almost time to start. We're within 5 minutes of start time. I want to encourage everybody to grab a seat, get comfortable. If you need to go potty, now's the last chance. Go ahead and go potty, because after this, you're going to have to like cross and squeeze. All right. So definitely want everybody to do that. We got pad and paper for everybody. Grab a notepad, a pencil, whatever, so you can take notes. We're about to get started. So excited that you could come. We're going to have a great time today. And by the way, that's what we want to, folks. High energy. We're going to make it fun, right? When they come, it should be a real fun environment. Lots of anticipation, right? So 1:55, let's get everybody sit. Okay, guys, sit down. We're about to get started. Let's get everybody in position, right? We got 5 more minutes, right? Maybe at about 1:57, like, hey, listen, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Ava Hillestad. I'm originally from Norway, but I'm now living here in Spain. I'm so excited to be here in this beautiful country. And I'm so excited that all of you guys are here with me to learn about something that is sweeping the world and creating financial change for so many people. In just 1 more minute, you are going to hear from my business partner, the chief operating officer of our company, Mr. T. Gray, blah, 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 won't. Okay? That's what you're doing at 1:55. What are you doing at 1:55? Pop quiz. What are you doing at 1:55? Pop quiz. Pop quiz. There you go. I'm loving it. Come on, Facebook. Catch up. Where's Facebook? Good job. Good job, everybody. There we go. Come on, so that's what I'm talking about. Housekeeping. Welcome. Settle. Okay. Now, you don't have to go into a big, deep edification of me. You don't. You know why? Because at 2 p.m., when the presentation starts, we're going to have someone do that, probably Jayla. She did such a good job. So we're going to ask Blue Diamond Jayla to do it. And we're still working out some details of our particular flow. And we may have a couple of surprises for you. So you just need to welcome and settle. Worldwide, 5 minutes before, 100 locations, everybody should be saying, all right, everybody, we're almost time to start. Come on, let's go. Just grab a seat, get settled. It's almost that time, the moment we've been waiting for, blah, blah, blah. Okay? You guys, how many of you have envisioned that in your mind and you know what you're going to do? How many of you have envisioned it in your mind? You know exactly what you're going to do. And you're ready for that moment. All right, excellent, excellent, excellent. And then 2 p.m., we start the presentation. All right, next up, Mark.
Yes. All right.
Now, when it's over, it's time. We want to make sure that we don't. So here's the thing about Mark and I. We don't work for free. Holton don't work for free either. We work for volume. We work for volume. So, for example, in that coaching group, Mark, that we've got on Telegram, you see what I do every time somebody posts that they got a customer or a business partner, right?
Yes.
I reply with what?
Volume.
Right?
Well,
and I'm like, how long is it going to be for these folks to catch on?
I don't think they've caught on yet.
They didn't catch on yet because I'm still posting volume. Very, very soon, somebody's going to get it. Well, a couple of people got it. And like, I got a customer, 150 QV. I'm like, yes. Right? So we work for volume. So we want to make sure that we don't do all this work to set this up, 2 weeks of training in advance, and then crickets. Right? No, we want to know what happened. Like, remember last Saturday, I asked you guys who got somebody close for my presentation. We figured it's somewhere between 6,500 and 10,000 QV. Yeah, that's what we want to know. We want to know what we got. Okay. So first of all, we want to make sure that you get there. So when does closing start? When does closing start?
Before they get.
Exactly. Yeah, Mark's giving you an answer. Before. Exactly. Before, at the invite, at the start, when they get to your house, all of that is closing. Everything that we taught you last week is closing. And by the way, congratulations, G Money in D-Town. He's registered. There's going to be a G Money's first ever good party.
Wow.
Woo! G Money, did you ask Sarah for permission? If not, you might be in trouble, bro. All right, but closing starts at the beginning. So here's one little subtle act of closing we want to encourage everybody to do. Give your guests something to write on.
Yeah.
When you give somebody something to write on, say, hey, you're going to need this, right? The Black Diamond does it, says, say it again. Closing starts at the beginning. And here's a little thing you can do as an act of closing. Give your guest something to write on and to write with. Thank you, Black Diamond Desi. Because when you give someone something to write on, what is the subliminal psychological message? Atanas, yes. Peg, yes. Anastasia, yes. Vita, yes.
Yes.
This is something that is important. This is something that you need to pay attention to. This is something that is, as Dr. Latrice said, and it's a pinky word, noteworthy, right? So you want to make sure that you send this message to them. That's going to help you close. Now, you want to know what else is going to help you close? It's not on the screen, but it is related to bullet point number 1. I just want to see who might guess it. It is related to bullet point number 1, but it is not on the screen. You have to supply it. What else is going to help close your guests? These answers are all over the place. It is related to number 1, but it is not on the screen. Cynthia Oxidine. She got it. She got it on Facebook for them to see you taking notes. She's got it on Zoom too, for them to see you taking notes. So you give them something to write on, but then during the presentation, you should be doing what? Focused, paying attention, taking notes like you never heard this information before. Okay? Mark, remember what they taught us? What was the angle of our back to the chair? 45 degrees. We were taught during a presentation, never let your back touch a chair. Remember that?
Yes.
Lean forward, lean in, take notes. What do you do if somebody tries to disturb you? What do you do if somebody tries to disturb, somebody tries to talk to you? You shush them. You got to shush them. Shh, shh. You got to shush them. Yeah, you got to shush them, right? And by the way, when I was demonstrating the getting everybody together, there was one thing that I said that is like so important, and I really didn't mean it as a joke. It's kind of jokey, but I didn't mean it as a joke. What was it? Yep, Anastasia on point. She's on point. Potty break. Man, encourage your people to go to the bathroom before the presentation starts. Because when somebody gets up, it breaks everybody's attention around them. It doesn't just break their attention, it breaks everybody's attention around them. So you want to try to minimize distractions, remind them, because what'll happen is they get all excited, they'll sit down, they've been drinking water because you've been serving water, and then they'll just like, ooh, I forgot to go to the bathroom. And then 15 minutes into the presentation, right when we're getting to the good part, the part that was going to make the person sitting next to them sign up, they're going to get up and go to the bathroom and break somebody else's attention. And you guys already know what happens when one person's got to go to the bathroom. It becomes a PP pandemic. So that's why you want to make sure you encourage the pre-presentation potty break, the PPPB, pre-presentation potty break. Just made that up.
Yeah.
Mark is just sitting there like, what in the world? What?
The other thing too is when you do shh, I will answer all questions after the presentation.
Right. Right. Oh, you know what, Mark?
Yeah.
You just made you made me think of. What should we do with if someone is just disturbingly negative? If you have a negative person in the room, they're being vocal, what do we do with them? You know what? Umaima is the one who's really got it right. Leo has got it 1000% right. Right? So you handshake, welcome to the door. That person's got to go. Get them out your room. Get them out your room. What you do is you walk over to them politely, you smile, you reach out to shake their hand. And as they shake your hand, you pull them up out of their chair and you say, hey, you know what, Joe, you know what, Mary, I'm so glad you came, but this is clearly not for you. How about we catch up tomorrow? And you guide them to and through the door, out of your house or out of your environment.
And Wilson says duct tape.
Duct tape, exactly. That could be fun. But we're gonna get them out of the room. Okay? Get them out of the room. All right. Quiet, and don't make a big scene. Just go there, just hey, you know what, Joe? No problem. No problem. It seems like this is not really for you. It's no worry. I'll tell you what, let's catch up. Let me have a couple of little snacks for the road and a bottle of water. And I'll call you tomorrow. Okay? Peace. Deuces. No problem. Love. See you. Okay? Get them out your house. Get them out of your environment. Don't let them sit there and poison the whole thing. Act quickly. Act quickly. Okay? All right. Next up, presentation's over. What do we do? Get the energy back up. Everybody's been sitting here listening and looking. Mood is kind of quiet, right? By the way, if I make any corny jokes that day, guess what you got to do? Yes. Practice your fake laugh right now, right? Don't make it so obviously. No, not that one. It's got to sound for real. It's got to sound like a real laugh. It's so GTFO. That is so terrible, but you're right. So exactly, right? Umaima, that's terrible. We're turning off another back office. She said, I'm used to it. Are you saying you're used to fake laughing at my jokes? Is that what you're saying, Umaima? I'm taking that personally. She said, no. Right? But that's what we got to do, right? Because remember, it's this team. This is a teamwork. We're doing this as a team. Everybody's got a role to play. You got them there. You're doing your role there. We're going to do our role, put on a good production for you. Mark's doing his role. He's making sure everything looks, he already did his part. Is our presentation sexy or what? Sexy or what? You should have seen when we got together and I was giving Mark my ideas for the presentation. You did not want that format for the presentation. Trust you, me. Right? Mark and I, we spent a whole day in the conference room, fixing, refining, choosing words, choosing image types. Then Mark went off with our marketing team and made it look amazing. And the first one that came back, we were like, I don't like it. Remember that?
Yes.
And then we got on the phone with them. We got on Zoom with them. And we're like, no, we want this. We want it to look like this. We want to feel like this when we see it. When we just see the slides, we want to this is how we wanted to make us feel. And then Mark took them back in the back. And when what came back is this beautiful work of art. That's what your guests are going to see. The countdown reels, all that stuff is coming out of that marketing team. All the promotion, a flyer that's coming out this week. Everything is coming out of that marketing team. So everybody is doing their part at corporate. Everybody at corporate is doing their part. We're doing our team. I'm going to make sure I get plenty of rest, that I'm ready, that I'm on 2.5 Red Bulls. I'm going to be amped, 2 p.m. sit Central Time. I'm going to be climbing through your screen. It's going to be a 3D presentation. 4D. I'm put on cologne.
Do not drink 2.5 Red Bulls.
No, not 2.5?
No.
Okay, I won't drink 2.5 Red Bulls.
Okay.
But you guys get what we're saying?
Just 1.5.
1.5. Chain rabbit, right? So your job is you're on site. You're on the ground. You got to do your piece. Okay. So when the presentation ends, you own the energy. Hey guys, was that fantastic? Let's give a round of applause for that presentation. T. Gray, that information. Yes, and wonderful. And you got your finger on the button to turn the music back on. Right? So you're ready to turn the music back on, and what you're going to say, right? And then you want to speak to the guest individually. You want to avoid taking group questions in the front of the room. Someone will ruin your day. Okay.
And
So,
if there are other ambassadors in the room, you can pair them up with other people as well.
oh yeah, everybody's on deck. If you're an ambassador, there's at the end of the presentation, there should be no two ambassadors talking to each other. Everybody talk to guests. Even if it's not your guest, it doesn't matter. It's all hands on deck, like Kevin Clayton just put in the chat. So here's the host. Here's what you're going to say. You can get up in front of the room. Presentation's over. Yes, that was wonderful, wasn't it? Okay, here's what we're going to do right now. I'm going to turn the music back on. I want you to help yourself to some snacks. I want to have a quick individual conversation with each of you before you go, so stick around. Always be giving people instructions. Some of you are going to be doing hosting a good party. You're going to have 4, 5, 10 guests, and it's just you. Here's what you want to say. Hey, I'm going to turn the music back on. Help yourself to some of these snacks. I want to have a quick individual conversation with each one of you before you go, so stick around. Give them their instructions. Now you can go start talking to people. You basically just told them, don't leave before I talk to you. Okay, but you said it in a very positive way. Now, if you have some team members, you just changed it to I to a we. We want to have a quick individual conversation with each of you before you go, so stick around. Okay, and now you turn on the music and you go and you talk to each person. Is that clear to everybody? If that's clear, say it's clear. Clear? Good. All right, good. All right, well, we got more on this. We got more. We want to make sure everybody's on the same. Did y'all screenshot this? Everybody screenshotting these? Okay. All right, cool. And then you can go back to the recording if you didn't get to. Now, let's go over the closing questions. Let's go over the closing questions. You ready? So now the music's back on. People are snacking. You're sitting down, you talk to your first guest. And this is the question. What did you like most? What did you like most about what you saw and you heard today? Wherever you are in the world watching right now, I just want you to say that. Just go ahead and say it. What did you like most about what you saw and heard today? Your turn.
And the reason why we say saw and heard, it's for the visuals and the auditories.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Did you say it? Did everybody practice it? Everybody practice? Who just looked at their screen and didn't say it? Mm-hmm. We know who did that. All right, cool. Dr. G said, I said it, right? Atana says, say it in the tone. I said it one more time. No problem. Here you go, Atana. You ready? So, Mark, tell me, what did you like most about what you saw and heard today?
I liked the Elevate subscription. I want to join Elevate.
Man, that's fantastic. That's good. Elevate, that is good. Let's get you going on Elevate. I'm not going to, look, I got preconceived notions about what I want to say to Mark, but he just told me what he wants to do. So what am I going to do? What am I going to do? Agree and get him started, right? I'm going to shut up and sign him up. Great, let's get you going. He said that's what he wants to do, right? But whatever the person says that they like, agree. Man, I really like that travel part. Now, check this out. You might be one in Europe, and maybe you don't love our travel, but if your prospect says they like the travel part, it's time for you to say, you know what? Yeah, that travel part is really good. All right. So agree. You might be just totally stoked out on Elevate. They said they like travel. Great. Fantastic. Okay. Now, here's the next part. If you if you were to do this, so what did you like most about what you saw and heard today? Well, I really like that. You can learn to trade, you can empower yourself financially, blah, blah, blah. Great. So let me ask you a question. If you were to do this, what would be your main reasons for doing so? if you were to do this, what would be your main reasons for doing so? After that question, what do you do? Yeah, Carolyn Walling on fire. That's it. Listen, listen, listen. They're going to tell you what they need in order to sign up. This is why so many people, right here, Mark, this is why so many people can't get people to sign up. Because they don't ask this question and they don't listen. Instead, what they do is they talk about everything that they're personally excited about and all of their reasons. But this is the time for you to find out what that person wants. So if you were to do this, what would be your main reasons for doing so? You know what? I would like to have more time. I would like to leave my job. I would like to have more money. I was at the car dealership just this morning, and they showed me a car that I really like, but I can't afford it because it's $200 a month outside of my budget. I would love to make that extra $200. Listen, and then play it back. Well, great. If the team and I were willing to help you to achieve that, if the team and I were willing to help you get your business to the point where you're successful enough to make that extra $200 a month, if the team and I were willing to help you, and take the trading journey with you so that you could get to the place where you're learning to trade and you're able to make enough money so that you can cut down your job or just have that extra time with your kids or whatever, is that something you could get excited about? If the team and I were willing to help you blank, is that something you could get excited about? Holton taught us these questions for a reason. Great. Everybody's going to say, yeah, I could get excited about it. Great. Well, then is there anything else I need to answer for you before we get you started? Is there anything else I need to answer for you before we get you started? Does that make sense, guys? All right, well then let's go to the next page because we're going to continue to walk you through this process. Which level of participation? No, I think I'm ready. Okay, great. Well, which level of participation makes the most sense for you? Being a customer and just learning to trade, or joining our marketing team so you can make all of the money? Which level of participation makes the most sense for you? Becoming a customer and just learning to trade, or joining our marketing team so you can make all of the money? See, some of you guys are afraid of this question because you think you're going to lose business partners. You're not. People who are wired to want to make all the money are going to be a business partner. Trust me. And the people who don't want to be part of your network marketing business, but don't know how to tell you, you just gave them away to tell you no, but tell you yes at the same time. I'll be a customer. Thank you.
You see, there's only two options there.
Exactly. Exactly. So we're about to do some more practice. You guys ready to practice? I'll say it and then you guys say it wherever you are. Okay, here we go. Great. So which level of participation makes the most sense for you? Being a customer and just learning to trade, or joining our marketing team and making all of the money? Your turn. All right, let's do it again. So which level of participation makes the most sense for you? Becoming a customer and just learning to trade, or joining our marketing team and making all of the money? Your turn. There you go. Great job, everybody. So now you get an answer. And here's your response. Great. Well, it only takes a moment to get you started, so let's get you all set up. Not signed up, whatever. Let's get you all set up. These are gentle words. We're moving them along. And you want to have your laptop, your tablet, phone ready. Or you can guide them through on their own phone. That's it. Go ahead and get them signed up before they leave, before they walk out the door. Okay. Now we know what happens. What do we do next? What do we do next after that? Well, let's show you. Whenever someone signs up, here's what we're going to do. We're going to get everybody's attention and congratulate them. So Joe just signed up as a customer. He got it all done. Excuse me, everybody. Excuse me. Can I get your attention for just 1 second? Can y'all please help me congratulate Joe? He just got started with his Elevate subscription. Give him a round of applause, everybody. Yeah. Okay. What does that do? What does that do? That's right, Atanas. What does that do? Motivation. Bonnie Bon, you got it.
Got it.
You got it.
Creates FOMO.
That's right. Elliot, you got it. Yvette, you got it. You guys all have it. Ed, you got it. It does all of those things. It makes it okay. Hey, how many of you guys ever been to a party where people are trying, like a house party? And you got two types of people when the music plays. You got the folks that are going to jump on the floor and be the first ones dancing. And you got the other ones who wait for people to go out there and dance to say it's okay. I can go out and dance too. Right? So you're going to have something, you're going to have that, you got to make it okay for the other people to join. So once you get one to sign up, you stop and then you do it each time. Each time. Mary just joined the business. First class. Excuse me, everybody. Excuse me, everybody. Got to stop y'all again. Come on. We got a brand new team member over here. Joined our marketing team, Mary. She just got started at the first class level, everybody. Give it up for Mary. Yeah. Boom. You see what I'm going at? This isn't, Mark, who taught us how to do this?
HB.
HB. I remember sitting in the Saturday training when he was talking about this, and I'm like, what are we doing? Then I saw him do it.
Yes.
Oh my.
Speaking about it and doing it is two completely different things.
Bro, we had a millionaire mastermind, 1,400 people at the West Chase Marriott here in Houston. And at the end of the presentation, Holton said, hey, as you sign up, just bring your form up to me so I can congratulate you. And every time somebody came up, he stopped the room. He got on the mic. Hey, everybody, time out, stop what you're doing. We got to congratulate this person. It became a sign-up frenzy. It started to get ridiculous, right? So I'm just challenging you guys. Don't sleep on this one. This is probably one of the biggest things you can do, okay? And you know what? They do it at the car dealership too. Anybody ever have that happen? Anybody ever buy a new car? They do it. They put that big bow on your car, ring the bell, do something, right? It encourages everybody else in there. Says it's okay to buy a car here, right? So it lets people know it's okay to sign up. Now, when your customer signs up, when people sign up, don't leave it dead, okay? You immediately go into action on the next step. The sign up is not the end. It's the beginning. Does that make sense? So if the person signs up as a customer, great, fantastic, Joe. Okay, so here's what I want to give you. I want to give you the roadmap. Where do you get the roadmap from? Anybody know where the roadmap is? This is a clue. This is a Mark Quithcart question that he would normally ask T. Gray. You got it. You got it. iboomhub.com, right? Remember, Rod Smith and Tanisha Gomez, they put this thing together. We stole it from them, and we have it up in IBÜM Hub, right? So you want to go ahead and grab that. Have it on your phone already for your customers. You don't want to have to go find it. You don't want to have to go find it. You want to have it already on your phone. That person signs up. Great, fantastic. Okay, here's your roadmap. You're going to follow this roadmap so you can be successful. Okay, and let me go ahead and add you to my trading group community. All right, solidify that. What happens when you don't take the time to do things like that? Jemima. You lose interest. No direction. They become lost. You lose your person. Absolutely. All of the above. All of the above. Okay. So you want to make sure you do that. Well, what happens if they sign up as an ambassador? Well, this is what that sounds like. You ready? Great. Right. So now you did the applause and everything, right? Great. Now, how would you like to start making money and achieving your goals? Slow or fast?
Look at
Great.
the words.
Now, how would you like to start making your money and achieving your goals? Slow or fast? And Mark is trying to tell you something about the order of those words.
Fast is at the end. No, not Tracy, not fast or slow. Slow first.
Yep. All right, so now we're going to practice. We're going to practice this. You guys ready? Are you ready? Here we go. Great. Okay, so now how would you like to start making your money and achieving your goals? Slow or fast? Your turn. Okay, we'll do it again. We'll do it again. Why are we practicing? So that when you say it with your guest, that's not the first time the words will come out of your mouth. Okay, great. So now how would you like to start making your money and achieving your goals? Slow or fast? Your turn. Steve from Raymond. Let's turn off that back office because he said medium. All right, cool. All right, excellent, excellent. This is important. This is important, okay? Dr. Latrice said, smile when you say fast, slow or fast. Smile, yeah, absolutely, right? Okay, so now almost everyone is going to say fast. Almost everybody. What's great about this question is the people who say slow really do mean slow. It's going to be something like, hey, look, as you can see, I'm 10 months pregnant. I'm about to have a baby next week. I'm going to have to get off to a slow start. Right? Or I just got this new job or whatever, blah, blah, blah. I got a break-in period that I'm going through right now. I'm in a training course or whatever. I'm gonna have to get off to a slow start, probably for the next 30 days or so, and then I can speed it up. Okay? So that's kind of the cool thing about that question. The people who really need to get off to a slow start are going to tell you they need to get off to a slow start. And so you don't have to push them and drag them and they get carpet burn and stuff. Okay. But for the fast folks, this is what you're going to say. And actually, even for the slow folks, you're going to say, no matter what they say, you're going to say the following. Great. Okay, listen, I've got these 3 days available next week. It might be Tuesday night, Wednesday night, and Saturday afternoon, or whatever the 3 days are, right? But not more than 3. Okay? Great, I've got these 3 days available next week. Blah, blah, blah. Which one would work best for you to get 15 to 20 people together, and I'll do the rest for you? Okay, now we're going to practice that. You guys ready? Great. I've got these 3 days available for next week. One, and one. Which one would work best for you to get 15 to 20 people together? And I'll do the rest for you. Your turn. You said it? Did you say it? Great, 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 great. Don't change the number. What did I say? Don't change the number. Vita, I really hope you don't say want for real too. But don't change the number. What happens if you change the number? Messing with the recipe, that's for sure. Devalue, you change the system. Let me tell you, you change the number, you're gonna screw up your results. See, exactly, Kevin. They're not gonna listen. If you say 15 to 20 and you roll up in there and they got 15 to 20, that is the exception. That is something to celebrate. But exactly, Cynthia, the ratio is going to change. If I say 15 to 20, I know that I'm probably going to end up with about 5. So if I say 5, because I'm a wimp, I'm going to get 0 to 1, more likely 0. If they say, oh, 15 to 20, say, don't get hung up on the number. I'm going to help you. Don't worry, I'll help you. You'll be surprised. You see what I'm saying? If they say that, if they're responsive to the numbers, don't worry about the number. You're going to surprise yourself with what you can do. And I'm going to help you. Just which night? Does that make sense? What do you say to people who think following such a clear, effective system lacks genuine integrity? I would tell those people to get off their high horse. Maybe this is not the business for you. You can go ahead and do it. You're a grown person. You paid your money to get in. You can do whatever you want. You can say whatever you want. You don't have to say this. You don't have to do this. You don't have to do it this way. You are welcome to experiment and theorize as much as you want. May the odds forever be in your favor. But it's kind of like this. What does McDonald's say? So you guys know that McDonald's, right? Everybody know who McDonald's is? Everybody know McDonald's? Golden Arches? Probably shouldn't eat there, but they sell more burgers than anybody on the planet combined. Y'all know that one? McDonald's? McDonald's, okay? If you own a McDonald's, how do you make the burgers? Umaima has the answer right there. Rich Douglin, FX Rich, he's got the answer. Carolyn has the answer. Tanisha, Bonnie, their way, their recipe, their system. What if you are a gourmet chef and you have the killer hamburger recipe? You make hamburgers so good, people eat them, they just faint. They just pass out. Oh, the best burger in life. What if you own a McDonald's and you want to start making those gourmet burgers at McDonald's? What's going to happen? What's going to happen? They're going to close your McDonald's. You have to do it their way. They don't care how good of a burger you can make and how mediocre their burger is at best. Their burger is designed for success. So if you want to come in here and you want to be a gourmet cook with your own system, that is fine. But this system is designed for success. It's not manipulative. It's not. It's leading. People want and need leadership. It's designed to lead people to a decision. This comes after years and years, decades of exposing people to an opportunity, helping them navigate their decision-making process, and then helping them become successful afterwards. This system that we're sharing has created over 100 people who are multimillionaires now. 10 own their own businesses, and thousands of people who've made tens of thousands, even hundreds of thousands of dollars. So, Joe, that's what I would say. Okay. But I really don't spend a lot of time with people who don't want to follow the system. The same way McDonald's will spend zero time with people who don't want to follow their system, because they're going for something. They're going for speed, success, duplication. All right. So, did we practice the second bullet before we got off on that tangent? Did we practice the second bullet? The 3 days? Okay, cool. Oh yeah, that's right. Want. Okay, cool. All right. So let's go to the next one. Now, three-way calls. Do a three-way call if necessary. Okay? Do a three-way call if you need to. But Mark was ready to sign up. So am I going to do a three-way call? Let me say, well, okay, wait, hold on. Don't sign up. I need to get you on the phone with Blue Diamond Jake Parton first. Is that what I'm going to do? What am I going to do? I'm going to sign him up. And now my three-way call just became a what?
A lifeline. Oh.
Mark likes giving you the answers. A lifeline call. The purpose just became different. What is the purpose of a three-way call? Help the person make a decision. Exactly. Thank you, Caroline. Help the person make a decision. What is the purpose of a lifeline call? I'm going to give you a clue. Michael Jackson. You guys didn't get it. Rich is close. Peg is close. You guys ready? I gave you a clue. I said Michael Jackson. Y'all ain't get it? You are not alone. You're not alone. Connection. Yes. Darcy's like, no, we didn't. Yes, we did. Right? You're not alone. So the purpose of a lifeline call is to connect them. Now they have some resources. They don't feel alone, because when they go home, guess what? They're alone. Rich says he's glad it's not Beat It. Oh, Lord. Oh, my God. I have opened up a can of worms with Michael Jackson here.
When you do this three-way call, be
yes, sir.
sure to edify whoever you're calling. Be sure to edify them.
It's going to make it infinitely more effective. Okay. Now, if the person is undecided, what do we do? Undecided, what do we do? For those of us who can read the screen. BAM fam. What does BAM fam mean? What does BAM fam mean? We got new people on who've never heard of BAM fam. What does BAM fam mean? Thank you, Caroline. Thank you, Bonnie. Thank you, Kevin. Thank you, Vita, Letitia. Everybody's got it. There you go. Book a meeting from a meeting. That means you don't let them leave. You create the next thing. Whether it's you schedule a three-way call, you schedule for them to get on Profit Snatchers, you send them a Profit Snatchers recording and book a date for when they're going to watch it. You send them a Profit Snatchers testimony or schedule them to another presentation, some sort of next step. Okay. So That's what we want to do. Kevin's back office. Can we turn Kevin back office off even more than off? Is there like another level of offness that we can take Kevin Clayton's back office to? Get them on the phone with T Gray. You want me doing three-way calls all day, Kevin? That's not what you want. Trust me, sir. All right, cool. Excellent. I don't know what comes next, Mark. I knew we were trying to flow to here.
Yep.
Oh, okay, yeah. Go ahead.
Results.
Go ahead, Mark.
Yeah, so post your results in the chats, or say talk about your results to your upline diamond. Yep. And include the type of sign up and the QV. So elevate customer 150 QV, coach class plus elevate 400 QV, first class trade 1000 QV. So this all leads to knowing your numbers to grow your numbers.
Right. That's why we're doing this. That's why the folks in the coaching group, we keep replying with the QV, because we're trying to make you QV conscious.
Yeah.
We're trying to help you get to the place where you are conscious of the numbers and where you know the numbers. And then from there, the next step is we're going to start to have targets, right? Like at a small group that I'm coaching, they're already at the point where they have targets. They're already at the point where they're aiming for 4 presentations a week where they get 1000 QV or more, right? But before you get to that, you just got to start counting QV. You got a customer, great, that's 150. Okay, so we're trying to make you QV conscious. Does that make sense, everybody? You guys with that? So as you get signups, don't just say, "Oh, I got another first class." Or just, here's my worst one. You know, Mark, which one drives me crazy? This one. "Oh, I just got another sign up." And how do they sign? Is it a customer? Is it an ambassador? Standby, coach, business, first class travel and trade, boot camp first class, super galactic first class? Can you give me just a little more? Right? So you're going to post that result in the chat or with your upline diamond. Some of you guys are not in a chat with us, but your upline diamond is, and they will post it in the diamond chat for us. Okay? So that's what we want to do, because what do Mark and I work for? What do Mark, Holton, T. Gray, Anna, what do we work for? Volume. QV is our currency. Can't trade it on Forex. You can only do it in Ibüümerang. QV. So this is what we want to know. So on this day, we would like to be able to reasonably calculate how much QV we drove in one day. How many of you guys are excited about that idea? Who can't start laughing, right? Exactly. Are you guys excited about it? Could you imagine? Everybody's got to do their part. You got to get them there. You got to set up the environment. You got to do these bits and pieces that we trained you on, and we'll do the heavy lifting on the presentation. We'll make sure that they see a quality presentation that day. I'm telling you, 1.5 Red Bulls, I'm coming. Mark cut me down from 2.5.
Yeah. Your energy level is here, and then it's going to be here.
It's going to be amped. Yeah. And that, that happened on Tuesday when I did the 2 presentations.
Yeah.
So I did the first one, and then Jayla called me. She goes, "That was amazing. That was awesome. Best I've ever seen. But for tonight, can you go up like 3 levels?" I'm like, "Excuse me." Say less. I got you. I got you, boo. Change my shirt and everything. All right. So Mark, let's go to this next slide and let's kind of open up. I'm sure some folks already have some questions. You guys have some questions for Mark and I, on inviting, any tips, any quick Q&A. let's just take a few minutes and see if we can answer anybody's outstanding questions, because we got to make sure this is a win. If you have a question, ask it. Ask it now. Ask it now so that we can help make sure that this is a major victory for everybody. I tell you, between Asif and Kevin, I'm going to lock their back office and put 5 Rottweilers in front of it. What if we have nobody to use for a 3-way call? Okay, great question. Great question. What if I don't have anybody to use for a 3-way call? Well, the first thing I would do is I would work on what are the tools that I do have that I can use, right? So you can use Profit Snatchers testimonials. You can use the next presentation. And the next time that you are at an event, you want to make sure that you get a 3-way call. Now, Danny, I know who your upline is. Why don't you reach out to your upline and ask them to record a 2-minute 3-way call for you and send it back to you, right? A 2-minute generic 3-way call and send it back to you that you can use and play for people who need a 3-way call when you can't reach your upline. Okay, that call is going to go something like this. Hey, if you're listening to this, it's because you have had a chance to meet my business partner, Dani Latalian. She is an amazing lady. She's a professional lady, and I really enjoy working with her. My name is XYZ, and I am a something diamond in this company. And I am honored to have the opportunity to just leave you just a quick message about my experience and why I'm so passionate about this for me and my family, blah, 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 womp, et cetera, et cetera. And at the end of that, he's going to say, great. So here's what I encourage you to do. If this makes even just a little bit of sense to you, go ahead and get started right now. You got a couple of different options. You can join as a customer and learn to trade, or you can do the big thing, make all the money by joining our marketing team. And I got to tell you right now, the team that Dani is putting together is a world-class team. It's a winning team, and it's a team that you want to be a part of. So go ahead and let Dani know right now which of those has the most interest level for you, and then go ahead and get started. Don't wait. All right. We just want to go ahead and welcome you to the family, and that's it. So have one of those in the bag. Have one of those in the bag. Okay. So that's so simple. And Kevin's like, say it again, but say my name this time. Kevin Clayton is trying to trick me into giving him a recorded 3-way. All right, cool. Give me another question. What do you got? We're here. What else you got? Anything else?
What is a unique way to invite to this event?
Unique way to invite to this event. I would just go for, I probably, me, I kind of go direct. My invitation probably would sound like, hey, Joe, how you doing, man? You good? Excellent. Hey, listen, I don't have a ton of time. I'm actually a little bit of a hurry, but I wanted to make sure that I got a hold of you. Listen, let me ask you a question. Saturday, December 2, at about 2 p.m., what would you have to cancel or reschedule in order to be over at my place? Here's why. I'm working with a team of incredibly successful people, and they're actually launching / expanding a wealth concept in our area. And I've got the opportunity to give you an introduction. So this is big. This is critical. So what would you need to cancel or reschedule so that you can be there? That's how I would invite, right? And of course, I'm looking for a yes, I will be there. Anything else is a no. Let's see. Parking suggestion. This is a good tip from Vita. from Emerald Vita. You can tell she's done some parties. Block off the driveway so that guests don't park in the driveway. This way, if they don't park in the driveway, they won't be asking other people to move when they're ready to leave. So what happens is, if you allow people to park in your driveway and the people box each other in, then you're going to always have somebody who's going to interrupt your closing. Probably the person that you are sitting there with, who's getting ready to sign up. And they're going to come stand in the door and say, who's driving the white Honda? Can you come let me out? And that's going to totally mess up your flow. So if you blocks off the driveway, everybody will park on the street and they can leave on their own without breaking up your party. Good tip. Good success tip. That's a good detail. How do we get people when we are new to the place? You just moved there. Make friends. We need to do a whole training mark on make a friend, get a phone number. Does anybody do targeted ads for Facebook or just message and call people? For a good party, you want to message and call people that you know. You don't want to run ads to invite strangers to your home unless you're going to do your good party in a public place. Okay. No local contacts, Atana says. Well, when I moved to Houston, I didn't have any local contacts either. I went out and I made friends. And within 6 months, I had the biggest group in the city. Can there be an enrollment option that includes the next boot camp, even if there isn't one scheduled? We will think about that, but I don't know that that's really a good idea. Because remember, it's not good to invite to events that are too far out. Plus, you know, we haven't determined the geography or the frequency of the next wave of boot camps. How do you suggest we provide immediate feedback with invited guests who may view via Zoom because they're remote? Same. Call them. Call them. That was a big thing after the HB presentation. We noticed that some people were texting their guests. Don't pick up the phone. Call these people. People hide behind electronic media. Pick up the phone and call them and follow the exact same line of questioning. Flyers. One's being made.
Yeah, it's on iBoom Hub.
Oh, it's already there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
All right.
there. Yeah, but who are you sending this flyer to?
Right. How would you make sure everyone gets their spot who qualifies, but only have a couple of people who are competent in getting them started at one time in a good party? I'm not sure, Elliot, I'm not sure I understand the question. I'm not sure I understand the question. Where is Elliot? Hold on, Elliot. All right.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
You got me. Amazing. So when you've got people that are in one room, they've heard the presentation, you've got numerous people that are ready to get started, and there's only a couple of people who are competent in actually getting them started that are in the room. So there's people standing around, but they're ready to get started, and you kind of need to keep the energy flowing so they can, you know, make a decision fast and get their spot. How do you sort of go about that in sort of one room?
Oh, great question. Great question. Been there before. You ready? You know how you do that? This is what you do. You're the strongest person in the room. This is what you do. You ready? Okay. Here's the thing. There's 25 people here who are guests, and it's just me and my two business partners. So here's what we're going to do. I need everybody who's ready to get started. Raise their hand. Great. All of you come over here with me. Sit them in a circle. and have them pull their phones out, ask them who invited you, who invited you, who invited you. You make sure you get them to myiboomerang.com on the left side of the page, or if it's on the phone, it's probably going to be on the top part of the page. It's going to be the part for a person to join so they can start that process. What they're going to need is the username for the person who invited them, who's probably in the room. Joe, what's your username? iBoom with Super Joe. Okay, we're going to put iBoom with Super Joe in there. Okay, Mary, what's your username? Mary Future Diamond. Okay, you're going to put Mary Future Diamond in yours. So now you're making sure they enroll with the right person, right? You get everybody there and you hold them up. Say everybody to follow the same pace. Okay, you good. Everybody got their person that invited them here. Okay, everybody hit submit and go to the next screen. Okay, great. This part you can fill out on your own. You see what I'm saying? So, Elliot, you just take control of the room. And some of this can't be scripted. You just have to look. You're just gonna have to just think on your feet. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I know. Okay. And when it comes to the choosing of the packs and stuff, is there any way you have the right influence on what packs people choose from? Or is that just educating them on what each one?
Now what you do, if you're not in a position where you can have you have a lot of people and you can't have all these individual sign up work sessions, then what you do is you start closing them in groups. So that's why you say everybody who wants to sign up, everybody who's ready to get started and join the marketing team, come over here. Right now, you got them to start. What do you want to do? What do you want to do? What do you want to do? Right? Okay, great. Now, before we get started signing up, everybody, let's talk about packs. All right. So you saw a lot of different options to join the marketing team in the presentation, and you might be thinking, how do I choose which one makes the most sense for me? Well, here's the deal. Obviously, the first class options are the best. That's why they're called first class. And you may not fully understand all the reasons why they're the best, but as you start building your business, you will. Okay. So if you can do first class, remember we have 3 first class options. We have first class travel, first class trade, or first class travel and trade. First class travel, first class trade are $1,000. Altogether, you're looking at 11, whatever it works out to you, 1045, 1050, right? And then the other one is 1550. Okay. If you are able to do either of those, that is the only choice for you. Trust me, you don't want to be one of those people who you could do this, but you chose to do a lesser level. It's actually not going to serve you in your business. So if you can do the first class, you should. Now, if you can't, no worries. Get in where you fit in. Okay. Business class with Elevate is going to be $650 or whatever it works out to. So you should do that if you can do that. Coach with Elevate is going to be X. If you can do that, you should do that. All right. So those are your options to get started. Do whichever one is the best one that you can do. Don't do anything less. Is everybody cool with that? Great. Let's get you going. Ellie, that's how you do it. You have one explanation to 10 people, and now you're guiding them along. Now, as they start getting into actually signing up, now you can kind of move around and talk to them individually.
Cool. Yeah.
How you doing? You good? Is your process going okay? Everything working? Okay, good. Excellent. If you need me, I'm right over here. What about you, ma'am? Are you good? Everything good? Okay. Sorry, I got a question. Okay, what's your question? This thing says the standby. I can't unselect the standby. Yeah, you're right. You can't unselect the standby because that is the basic enrollment. You have to have that, and the others are on top of that. Okay, I don't know if you remember that from the presentation, but the others are on top of that. Hey, everybody, standby is going to be pre-selected for you. But what you're going to be choosing is what you want in addition to standby. Is that cool? All right, cool. Excellent. Okay. You good? Does that answer your question? All right. That's how you're moving, Elliot.
Okay. Yeah. So you wouldn't necessarily get into breaking down like Holton does when it comes to the how much people want to actually be earning, and then breaking down they're going to do it in half the time if they're on first class, as opposed to because it pays 10.
Yeah. You could do that too. You can do that too. There's
Okay.
nothing wrong with that. You just want to make sure that you keep it quick so you don't lose people's attention, right? So you might say, hey, first class is the best for a reason. let me just give you just a quick idea. First class out of the gate will have you earning at a level that if you don't choose first class, it might take you a month or two to get to. So if you'd like to, if you're going to do the same work, how many of you would like to make the most money possible? That's why first class makes the most sense. If your budget to start your business allows you to do first class, it's the only option for you. Okay. If you can't, no worries, right? So Elliot, sometimes what happens is we sell first class so hard that we make it, we put up a wall for the people who can't do first class.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, what I want more than a first class sign up is I want that person's list. I want to get to the 100 to 200 people that they know that I don't know. And I can't do that if they don't sign up. So I want to make it okay for them to sign up non-first class if that's the best that they can do. I want to make it so that the first class people have to sign up first class, but everybody else will fit in where they get in where they fit. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it's really good. Thank you.
Cool. Awesome. Thank you, bro. Thanks for that excellent question. You gave an opportunity to show people some good stuff. All right. What's next? What do you do? What do you say to the person who runs up to you after you ask them to stick around and says they have to leave? You say, cool, no problem. I'll tell you what, real quick before you go, let's schedule a time where we can talk. Can we talk later today or do we need to talk tomorrow? Okay, great. What time? Okay, great. I know you got to go. Pull out your calendar real quick. So we don't lose this. Okay, because I work by calendar. I'm putting it on my calendar. Boom, 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 boom. You got it on your calendar? Man, get home safe. Drive safely. You want a snack for the road? Okay. Talk to you at such and such time. That's called a BAM fam. We just scheduled a meeting. Okay. Folks, we want to think on our feet. We want to think on our feet. Who else has got a question? Do you recommend a short, fast start following enrollments? If it makes sense. Read the crowd. I've already started inviting. You mentioned Wednesday is the best way to start, the best day to start inviting. Do I just remind them on Wednesday or does this sound needy? No, you remind them on Wednesday, but you do it in a non-needy way. My reminder looks like this. All caps, reminder. Followed by whatever you want to say. Reminder. See you Saturday at 1:45 p.m. Boom. There you go. Short and simple. You see that, Bonnie? And guess what? There's another one coming. If I'm sending you a reminder on Wednesday, I'm sending you another one on Friday. Yep. What else do we have? Oh, let's look at Facebook. Was there a question on Facebook? Paper applications. No.
Yeah. I was thinking the same thing.
2023.
Yep.
Separate room. So Perez. Yeah, if you have the ability to do that and you have the team members to work with, right? If you're by yourself with 10 guests, no, you don't want to go in a separate room. But if you have, 3 or 4 business partners there and 10 guests, yeah, you could take all the people who are ready to sign up in another room. Yep, you could do that. Do I suggest rank up at enrollment or later? What does that mean? Not sure what that question means. Not
So
sure.
asking is do we get them to join rank up at the meeting, at the presentation?
That's what you mean. Okay, Joe, no problem. Yeah, I would recommend it. I'd say I'd take a person who's getting started and say, okay, well, hey, listen, there's a couple of quick things we need to do for your success. And one of those is you're going to need to use a system called Rank Up. It's going to help you to be organized. It's, it's was it $49.99 a month or something like that? We're going to add it to your subscription. And if you follow my instructions and you use it the way it's meant to be used, it'll pay for itself. Absolutely. Yep. Okay. Any other questions? Any other questions before we wrap this up? We need to be successful next week, and we're gonna be. This type of energy, 80, we're like 85 or 6 right now. 15 or 16 different countries. This is amazing. We've never done this. It's going to be so incredibly fabulous. So proud of you guys. So grateful that we get a chance to be part of your success journey. So that said, I think, Mark, we don't have any more questions. I think we're good. We're going to go ahead and wrap this up. Let everybody get back to their Saturday and inviting those of you who are in the coaching group. Our next call will be tomorrow. Check the Telegram group. We put an announcement there. We put the time there, and we'll be using the same. I think we'll be using the same Zoom link, but we'll repost it in the chat. Mark, anything else?
No, sir. You got it.
All right. I'm trying to remember anything. We talked about a lot of things yesterday, bro. Did we leave any of them out? I think we got them.
I think we did too. Yep.
Okay. All right, good. Well, if we remember anything else, keep an eye out for on-the-spot videos from Mark, myself, or HB. We'll make sure that you know what you need to know to be successful. All right, everybody. Is it picture time, Mark?
Yes. I was wondering if you were going to remember.
On 3, here we go. All right, the poser posse. All right.
Okay. Love you, ambassadors.
Love you guys.